Good afternoon, interwebs. Matt Carter here for another Carter's Commentaries. Springtime, we've here should be feeling the spirit of renewal. Things are growing and blossoming, and of course, in my neck of the woods, we're pollinating. There is pollen everywhere, but don't want that to maybe be a complete downer on the spirit of renewal. So I thought that would be a good focus message for Carter's Commentaries this week. And so I've got two verses, and one is New Testament in Romans. Again, I think I did Romans last week as well, but also a verse from Psalms. So I'll start with the Psalms. Psalms 51:10. Create in me a pure heart, O God, and renew a steadfast spirit within me. And then Romans 12:2. I like this one for a lot of reasons, but we'll try to keep on the renewal piece if I can. Is 12:2 Romans, do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, his good, pleasing, and perfect will. And I think I think of our society today, and I got two teenagers here come tomorrow in the house, Carrie and I do, and I can't imagine what it would have been like for me or Carrie to have grown up with what's going on in this pattern of the world today. Man, God bless these kids today, because it sure is tough. And I know we all have had temptations in our childhood and our adolescence and trying to figure out who we are. That's just a natural progression of life. But my goodness, the amount of information that inundates. But it isn't just the kids. We're as adults susceptible to that as well. And I know I had a really good lunch yesterday with two important people, peers in my life that are also first responders. So that's always a helpful perspective. And we had a great time, cheeks hurt from laughing so much, going through old stories from especially when we were young fellas, getting our teeth cut and as young patrol deputies when we all worked together. But I know that some of also is kind of our perspective today. And two of us aren't in law enforcement anymore. And one is, but I know that that sense of when's the end coming, because of how difficult the circumstances are. But the element and why I mentioned that is that I had my own difficulties as I kind of finished out my time in the business with how I felt about certain folks and how I felt I had been treated. And the reality is, I think in many ways, folks don't know. And if they do realize that they've harmed you, they don't care. And at the end of the day, all of it is on me anyway as a person, and that translates out to you as well if you're watching. That whatever people do to you or however they've treated you in so many ways, it doesn't mean it doesn't hurt, it doesn't mean it's not harmful, it doesn't mean that it's not going to create some issues that you have to work through. Will claim to be exhibit A on that. But I also recognize that there's that renewal opportunity in God's grace and God's mercy. That's the one element that I can control and work to renew, whether I want to do it kind of as the spring season hits us. But I can look at it on a monthly basis or weekly basis for those of us that like to physically go to a church service or maybe watch a church service. There's that once a week opportunity for an enlightening message of renewal. But I encourage that maybe you spend this week, the next 7 days, being very deliberate in trying to renew your mind, renew your heart, renew your soul. I have purposely been journaling more. It isn't daily, and life gets in the way. And sometimes, quite honestly, I just don't feel the measure to do it. But I'm going to make this pledge to be accountable. I'm going to do it for the next 7 days, no misses, and encourage you that are watching to do the same. Take ownership of your renewal. Stop letting others have control of it. Know that God's will is pleasing, it's good, and it's perfect, and that pursuing that offers that renewal of mind and gets us away from conforming to the pattern of this world, as is there in 12:2 of Romans. So I'm with you on this one this week, in terms of kind of challenging of self and doing a 7-day no miss week of journaling, and in pursuit of renewal. That's the challenge for me, and for any of those that want to pick up and run with it. So remember, you're loved. I love you. More importantly, the good Lord loves you, even if you don't know it. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. Be blessed. Be well. Be safe.